We start tonight with a live look outside on a hot and sunny day in Denver, our first official weekend of summer, and boy, does it feel like it. This weekend is Denver Pride, the 50th year of our city's Pride Festival. There are events, vendors, performances all weekend in Civic Center Park. The festival goes till 7 tonight, then back again tomorrow from 10 until 6. Tomorrow's Pride celebrations kick off with the Denver Pride Parade. That starts at 9:30 and goes from Cheeseman Park down Colfax, ending at the festival at Civic Center Park. Keep in mind, if you're going to be out driving tomorrow, Colfax from Franklin to Lincoln will close tomorrow at 9 in the morning. They will not reopen that road until after the parade is over. We should have some nice weather for the parade. Tonight, it's looking mostly clear with some spotty showers here and there. We'll check in with Lauren Robinson in just a bit. Also tonight, the Interlaken Fire in Lake County is 96% contained. It's burned almost 700 acres so far. Firefighters say weather conditions have really been working in their favor. They've been able to make a lot of progress on getting that fire out. Still a lot of work to do, though. Part of the fire area is still closed until firefighters can confirm it is safe for the public once again. And businesses nearby say they've really felt the impact of this fire thanks to so much less traffic. 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi reports from Twin Lakes tonight.
698 acres have burned here. You can see the ground is just absolutely charred. Businesses in town tell me that 80% of all of their business comes during the summer months. So with noticeably fewer people in town, they started to get worried.
Our livelihood is based on June, July, and August.
Summer is a crucial time of year for a small town tucked in the mountains, Twin Lakes.
I mean, June, July, particularly August, probably 80% of the business happens over the year.
Bob Mathis owns the Twin Lakes General Store. He's happy to see things getting back to normal.
You know, right now, as in today, is probably the first busy day of the summer.
After a tough week and a half.
But we're seeing probably 30% down. We were concerned we were going to completely lose June.
The wildfire has scorched nearly 700 acres since it started burning June 11th. The U.S. Forest Service says it started from an abandoned campfire.
Yeah, so it was really emotional. Honestly, the community came together in force.
Shayna Cohen owns the Roadhouse Lodge down the street.
Yeah, we definitely felt the impact of just the fear of fire. Obviously, people that come to visit the area don't want to be in a lot of smoke or at risk, really.
She had quite a few cancellations since the fire started.
Yeah, it was mainly because they didn't feel like they could do the recreation that they had intended.
And also it impacted people from Aspen and surrounding communities who would normally be here driving through. They went around on I-70.
Now burned, but still beautiful.
We just want people to know it's still as beautiful as ever.
Twin Lakes wants to welcome everyone with open arms to share their favorite season with you.
And just let everyone know that Twin Lakes is open and excited for business.
As of today, the fire is 96% contained. In Twin Lakes, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
If you'd like to visit, you can now get to the upper West Lake of Twin Lakes, the lower East Lake and some of the trails around there. That's going to stay closed for now as they continue to fight that fire. A man has died today following a shooting in Moffat County last night. Police say he went up to an officer and a deputy with a handgun. This happened around 9:30 last night at a trailer park in Craig, Colorado. Officers say they got a report of a man with a handgun. When they showed up, police say a man walked up to the officers. Somehow shots were fired. It's not clear who fired, the police, the man, or both, but police are telling us the suspect was injured and died at the hospital. Back here in the metro today, we learned 2 officers are now on administrative leave after shooting an armed man in Commerce City yesterday. This happened after a 5-hour standoff. Police say the man was wanted on 2 warrants for seriously hurting a woman in a domestic violence attack yesterday. They say that man barricaded himself inside one of the homes, armed with a knife and a handgun, even held a maintenance worker hostage during that time. The maintenance worker managed to escape after about 30 minutes. And after about 5 hours, police ultimately shot and killed that suspect. Also in Commerce City, police say a teenager is critically injured after a crash involving 2 motorcycles and a car. Police say 2 motorcyclists were speeding on 270 westbound near York Street when they lost control, crashed their bikes. One of those bikes hit a car. 2 drivers and 1 teenage passenger were taken to the hospital. Here in Colorado, more than 4,000 crashes every year involve wildlife. That's only what gets reported. These crashes are causing Coloradans millions of dollars in repairs, medical expenses, and the value of our wildlife that's lost too. And it's about $4,000 on average per driver involved in one of these crashes, according to CDOT. 2 years ago, a new law went into effect, giving the state funding for projects to lower the number of crashes by protecting the wildlife. This is what they come up with. Elk, deer, bears, they all have a new way to get across I-70 traffic in the foothills. CDOT just opens its very first wildlife underpass. This is near the Genesee Overlook. 9 News reporter Evan Krugel shows us the impact the state hopes this will have.
CDOT says this specific location has the most wildlife collisions of any spot east of the Eisenhower Tunnel, but they're hoping that's about to change.
This is why. A new wildlife crossing that allows animals of all sizes a safe trip under the interstate.
It is really exciting. It's really going to allow for that movement of wildlife in this area, especially in an area that sees a significant amount of wildlife vehicle collisions.
Stacia Sellers says the underpass and 2 miles of new fencing here will funnel animals away from traffic, reducing crashes by about 90%.
So the fencing allows or prevents wildlife from entering the interstate and really pushes them to use the wildlife crossing underneath the interstate, which is going to be a much safer travel spot for them.
Sellers says animal vehicle collisions cost Colorado drivers about $80 million a year, so they've been looking for ways to get animals over and under busy roadways.
Really, we worked with a team of biologists and had a great partnership with the Colorado Parks and Wildlife and trying to determine the migration habits of wildlife in this area.
And this pathway could be a busy one, according to CPW spokesman Travis Duncan.
Species like elk, mule deer, black bears, coyotes, mountain lions, as well as bobcats, all while improving driver safety through the area. So a big win for wildlife and a big win for Colorado motorists out there on the road who won't be getting in as many accidents.
It's the first underpass of its kind along the I-70 mountain corridor, but CDOT says more could be on the way if this one proves to be a success. In Jefferson County, Evan Krugel, 9 News.
CDOT says they have another problem spot just up the road on I-70 at US 40 near Empire, and they're hoping to build an underpass there next year. We also have this weekend a big fundraising event tied to one of our own here at 9 News, the Corey Rose Wishes and Heroes Benefit Concert. It raises money for Make-A-Wish Colorado and the Colorado Professional Firefighters Foundation. 9 News meteorologist Lauren Robinson joins us from that event live tonight. She's out at Breckenridge Brewery in Littleton. I'm sure it's very hot, Lauren. How's it going?
Yeah, you know, it was very hot. Thankfully, a little bit of cloud cover has moved in. It's cooled everyone here just a bit, but we are still expecting that really hot weather through the next several days. We'll get to that in my full forecast coming up in maybe about 30 minutes or so. That'll also be live here from Corey Rose's 14th annual Wishes and Heroes celebration event. This is a benefit concert that benefits Make-A-Wish Colorado and, as you said, the Colorado Professional Firefighters Foundation. So up first, who we really want to talk to is this year's Make-A-Wish family, who is really being helped. We have Mila here, and we also have her family that's really just going to talk a bit about how this event has helped you guys and, you know, what this means for your family. We have Mila's mom and Mila's dad here surrounded by Mila's siblings and a lot of love. She's had a lot of support from this event. So what's today been like for you?
It's just awesome to see the support of people coming out that don't even know Mila but know the story, just to give us more strength to go through this little journey that we're on right now.
And tell us a little bit about Mila's story. How did we get here?
So she was diagnosed just from having a fever. We took her in just as any parent would to see how she was doing and why she had the fever, and lo and behold, her white blood cell count was low. And from there we did some diagnostics and found out that she was sick and extremely sick, and now we're here just only 8 months later.
Oh, 8 months later, that's not that long ago. What was this like for your family to find out that, you know, this was more than a fever?
Yeah, it just showed us that the strength and love that this family has for one another, that when we're down and out, that we lift each other up. And Mila has given us even more strength. And I'd say we have good days and we have great days. There's no bad days in our family, and it's because of her.
All right, and we have Mila's mom here. What was this like for you, Amber? You know, finding out that, you know, your daughter had something that you just couldn't help at home or you couldn't fix on your own at home.
I'm going to sell you a Mexico for $4,000. Green hat right here. Kathleen, would you like your own?
It's your worst nightmare. Yeah, it's been heartbreaking to watch, humbling to be a part of, and everyone has been fantastic in our family and our community to support us, but it's still just a journey I wouldn't wish on a single soul. No matter how much love and support you have, it's soul crushing and it's heavy. So, but she is very beautiful to go through it with. She humbles us and teaches us all the ways to find joy in so many hard moments, and we're grateful that God put us as her parents and guides through this journey, and that we all have each other.
Yeah, and you said this has just been 8 months. That's a really quick amount of time to kind of uproot your whole life, uproot your family's life, and even Mila. How has Mila been dealing with all of these changes?
It's difficult. I mean, she's very joyful. She finds so much fun and light in everything she does, but you know, she's had cancer, so she doesn't go to school. She doesn't have the social life she had. Every time she recovers from chemo, she gets hit with more chemo. So it's hard. She does have a lot of really beautiful moments, and then she has so many nights of not sleeping and taking 7 baths because that's the only thing that will ease her pain, and you know, throwing up through your meds, and you can look at the beautiful moments that she has, but a lot of days she spends just like that, just low energy and wants to be with us and doesn't want to miss out, but doesn't have any energy to do much with it.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for your time, and I really hope this helps your family in any way possible, and little Mila just being a soldier here. So, you know, we'll be here through the rest of the evening. We're here again at Breckenridge Brewery for Corey Rose's 14th annual Wishes and Heroes benefit concert, where, you know, we're raising money for families like Mila's family there with Make-A-Wish Colorado. This also helps benefit Colorado Professional Firefighters Foundation. So, like I said, we'll be here through the rest of the evening. I'll also have your full forecast coming up from here in just a bit.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much for sharing Mila's story with us, but also we get a chance to kind of look out there and see all the folks that are out to support tonight. We'll check in with you soon.